Hey everyone, Jason Verdelli. Hope all is going well. Today I'm back on the road. I haven't done a video tip on the road here for about 6 years, so excited to get back on tour, if you will, to talk about some business growth tips, some digital marketing tips, basically some things that will really help you in your businesses to change the way you think a little bit and ultimately to create some predictable growth for you. So today, my tip today is on working backwards to grow your business. I think there's so much, by the way, it is absolutely pouring out. So if you can see this right now, it is absolutely miserable. It's Monday morning. Yeah, so if you hear this in the background, that's what you're hearing, sorry. But there, when you hear about growing your business, you hear about, this thing, forward thinking, right? Like, it's all about, let's get, we're going to do this marketing thing. And then what's the goal? The goal is to get more customers, maybe to be a little bit more profitable, and so forth. I like to challenge that a little bit because that's not a strategy. Forward thinking is not a strategy. It ultimately gets you to in the habit of guessing. Sometimes, people get lucky with this and they can be successful with it, but ultimately, for the rest of us, that's usually not the case. So the thing I like to challenge any business owner on, and I've always challenged myself doing this, has been working backwards. So finding out exactly, setting a specific number for yourself, a specific goal. Whether it might be a revenue. For most people, that's going to be a revenue goal that they want to work backwards from. Right? Maybe maybe you're kind of stagnant right now. You're looking to grow. And figure out what that number is. What are you trying? Are you trying to double growth? If you're trying to double growth, what is your revenue right now? What is that number? And the reason why, so once you set that, then you can start to work backwards a little bit. Even just from a digital marketing perspective, you can start to, you can get somebody like me that can look at that number and say, here's exactly, if we do this, 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 and this, based on, all the data in the world, because, you have giants like Facebook and Google and everybody else that has enough data that can provide a marketer the ability to work backwards and say, hey, if we spend this, if you're looking to double your growth, here's exactly what you might be looking at spending. If we hit, more importantly, what this does is it helps you to define exactly what your key performance indicators are. So these are specific things within that ultimately to the end result. So this might be everything from open rates in your emails to click-through rates, maybe on, if you're doing Google AdWords, click-through rates, or again, it's all the different metrics that go into your campaigns. And if you could work backwards, you could develop your plan backwards, then you can challenge your marketers, people like me, that to hit those numbers, right? So then we actually have a specific, we're specifically held accountable to certain metrics that are going to help us reach that end goal. If not, again, without working backwards, you're sort of taking a guess. You're saying, hey, I'm going to do some Facebook advertising. This may or may not, this seems like it's working. I think it's working. And even if it is to some degree, you want to be able to calculate that, because how can you scale that growth if you don't know exactly what parts of that are working? You don't want to be furthering an investment into something where you don't know exactly what parts to invest in. So very, very important. Again, so the point for today, working backwards to grow your business, is start with the end in mind. Start with that end goal. Is it revenue? Is it profit? What parts of your business are you really trying to improve to grow it? And then find out all the different metrics that it's going to take to do that. And that really comes to defining a plan, and then you can hold your marketers accountable to achieving those goals along the way. So again, your business growth should be predictable growth, not something that that just happens out of luck and everything like that. I don't believe that. I believe it's a strategy that gets you there. But again, you got to be smart about it. You got to start with that end in mind. Know what you're measuring. Work back. Make everybody accountable to hitting those key performance indicators along the way, and so forth. So if you're not, again, the key thing is figuring out what those key performance indicators are. What is your strategy? If that's something that, of course, you have if you need some help with, feel free to shoot a comment below this video here, or you can always shoot me an email as well. I'll put a link here on the post on jasonverdelli.com, so you can email me there, and we will take it from there. So thanks for tuning in to today's video tip, and stay tuned for more. Hopefully, as you're watching this, your day doesn't look like this. So anyway, have a great rest of your day.